Have you ever noticed this in the story of Cain and Abel? Everyone is familiar with the majority of the story of Cain and Abel, but I want to highlight a part of it that sometimes goes under the radar. Do you know what God says to Cain before he kills Abel? He says this in Genesis chapter 4 verses 6 through 7. Why are you angry, and why is your face gloomy? If you do well, will your face not be cheerful? And if you do not do well, sin is lurking at the door and its desires for you, but you must master it. Now what's said here actually shows us a few interesting things about God, sin, ourselves, and temptation. Regarding God, he actively intervened before Cain killed Abel, and he warned him of the path that he was about to go on. And not only that, but he encouraged Cain to reflect on his own actions rather than continuing to sulk, be angry, and then to later lash out. Cain, on the other hand, had the opportunity to do the right thing. Rather than continuing to sulk and be angry, he could have reflected, saw where he went wrong in regards to pleasing God, repented, and found favor with God as Abel did. Sin here is personified almost as a hunter with a craving for Cain, yet even in his anger, he still had an opportunity to master it. And regarding temptation, God was present and actively involved before, during, and after Cain's temptation, and he gave him the opportunity to repent and even avoid it. Now as a Christian, here's some things you should learn from this story. First and foremost, sin is waiting for you to slip, fall, mess up, or walk outside of God's will, and you must actively fight against it and master it as God told Cain to do. Second, in any and every temptation, not only will God be there for you during and after it, but he'll also give you plenty of wisdom and warning signs before you are tempted, just as he did Cain. And number 3 is that when you're upset, disappointed, or in your feelings, take a moment and reflect. Why are you upset? Why are you down? And where did you perhaps go wrong? That simple moment of reflection could be the difference between falling into sin or staying holy. So let's not fall into the same foolishness as Cain, and as Christians, let's learn from his story. I hope that you learned something new and that the Spirit of God speaks to those he needs to speak to. If you want more content like this, go and drop a sub or a follow. And if you want to hear more teachings from me that are outside of short form content, I want to recommend you join my Bible classes every single Thursday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern on Google Meets.